Have you ever wondered why fairy tales continue to enchant us generation after generation? Take, for example, the timeless tale of Snow White, a story that has captivated hearts and minds around the world with its themes of innocence, jealousy, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a beautiful princess with skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony. Her name was Snow White. Sadly, her mother died when she was very young, and her father remarried a woman who was beautiful, but proud and cruel. The new queen possessed a magical mirror, to which she would often ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" As long as the mirror answered that the queen was the fairest, she was content. However, as Snow White grew, her beauty began to surpass even that of the queen. One day, the mirror proclaimed, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." Consumed by jealousy, the queen ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. But the huntsman, moved by her innocence and beauty, spared her life and urged her to flee. Lost and frightened, Snow White stumbled upon a tiny cottage in the woods. It was the home of 7 dwarfs who worked in a nearby mine. They agreed to shelter her in exchange for housekeeping. The dwarfs grew to love her, and Snow White found happiness in their simple, joyful company. Meanwhile, the queen discovered that Snow White was still alive. Using dark magic, she disguised herself first as an old peddler, offering Snow White a laced bodice that caused her to faint. The dwarfs revived her. Undeterred, the queen tried again with a poisoned comb and ultimately a poisoned apple. Snow White bit into the apple and fell into a death-like sleep. The dwarfs, too heartbroken to bury her, placed her in a glass coffin in the forest. Time passed until one day a prince, who had heard tales of the beautiful princess, came through the forest. Captivated by her beauty even in sleep, he begged the dwarfs to let him take the coffin back to his castle. As his servants carried the coffin away, they stumbled, causing the piece of poisoned apple to dislodge from Snow White's throat. Miraculously, she awoke. Overjoyed, the prince and Snow White soon married. As for the wicked queen, when she asked her mirror once more who was the fairest, the mirror responded with the name of Snow White. Enraged and unable to bear the truth, the queen met her downfall, consumed by her own dark designs. The story of Snow White teaches us about the dangers of envy and the virtues of kindness and resilience. Its appeal lies in its universal themes and the simple yet profound truth that goodness and honesty eventually prevail. Through the ages, Snow White's journey from peril to happiness continues to inspire and remind us that no matter how difficult the circumstances, hope and kindness can lead us back to light and love. And so, the tale of Snow White, with its enchanted mirrors, poisonous apples, and a heroine who embodies grace under pressure, remains beloved by all who believe in the magic of storytelling and the power of a pure heart.